Coach. Thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins.
All right.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. Now.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ooh, go on. I'm lagging.
First carry for James Conner. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Gone.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Gone. Gone.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give running right is counter. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Chris Harris.
Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. On 2nd down, Barber. Room here to run.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Good run, boy.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 47 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
I know you saw that. I know you saw it.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Solid job up front.
You saw that?
To get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked.
No, not in the 4-2. You're not bro.
6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
I think this is first. No, this is second.
They will not get a chance to return this.
I think I played him last.
Yeah,
I played him last week. Oh, he coming out a big boy package.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6.
Oh, yeah. Good stop, boys.
Out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Wow. They changed the formation. Okay. Let me go back there. 3-4.
Ready? 18 Gator. Take that hand with us. 2.
On second down now. It's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys.
Kick that ball, boy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
my running back about to have a nice field.
You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down at 4.
Oh, he got it in.
To escape, and he goes
that
down.
Watt. Who's that, Watt?
T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Alert, alert. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. You must be getting tagged. Wahoo.
On 3rd down, Rosen.
Oh my God!
Just inside the 10, back
Can we block?
Javon Hargrave providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
That's all niggas going to do is just corner route.
More consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense,
that's
get
all
a
how
couple
niggas
of first
play the
downs,
game.
and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of.
That's
what they're looking for.
Lock it down right
here.
here.
Come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10 is counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down.
Oh, my linebacker's injured.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So this play is fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack, the first turnover.
Oh, my God.
Old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said.
So, man.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's okay.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Look at me. Zipper, fight.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Thank you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those.
Oh, my God. These niggas are breaking through.
Javon Hargrave, his second sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run here with Barber. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go, go, go. Kill.
On third down, here comes Barber. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32.
Come on, man. Come on.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
70, Indy.
We need to get in there, bro.
High 7.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Go across this middle. Yep. There it is.
And he took
there
that
it is.
in one-handed. What a grab.
He wasn't even looking at the ball.
Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off
Hit.
tennis.
Thank you.
He's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
They better not say pass interference. That's all I know. Okay, hold it.
These guys have got it back at the closing stages
let's
of the
take out 2
first
clock.
half.
Interception all day, baby.
All right, let's see if we can get a play going. See if we can come down for 17 seconds. Put to my ear.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this is Cook with a grab.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On play action, Rosen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that PI call will give him one more play.
No, he got a pass
play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, alert! What do you got?
Barber on 1st and 10.
What?
And
My camera was in the pass.
What will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go. Albert Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Robinson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Morris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
Good tackle, Vaughn.
The right spot for the completion.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield.
Good tackle, boy.
The play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Oh my God, catch it. Why are you just swatting it? That's the football.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays harder to move it.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll run with Barber. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. One more time with Barber. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
198, watch 98.
3rd and goal. Rosen to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And you don't see the fake field goal often. Here it works for a touchdown.
And sometimes you see it called in the biggest stages. How about a couple of years ago, Packers-Seahawks, and the Seahawks trying to rally, fake field goal, helped them win it and go to the Super Bowl.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Hey, thank you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
198, watch 98. 98's the mic. Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, it's Rosen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rosen flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man here is Gentry. Still fighting for more. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
90, look.
1 final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made.